Megadon, the Megadon, the Megadon. Ladies and gentlemen, doing now with the sing Megadon.
Yep, for sure.
David Banner.
Appreciate it, man.
Welcome, man.
So I was just telling them, man, that we got some history without
ever meeting,
without actually physically knowing each other. Strong Arm Steady, Phil and Kron are very good friends of mine. As a matter of fact, when I was having some of the worst times in my life, bro, they used to just let me come sit in the studio, you know, when I was out there in LA. Because I didn't really know many people outside of the industry. I just went out there for acting.
Yep.
And this album that you did with them, that was like the last, what I would say, vowel verse that I did, and I fucking went all the way in.
Yeah.
So it was funny because that song, when I hear that song that you produced for them, that was sort of me drawing the line. Like after that, I say I'm gonna hopefully never have to cross across this line again as an artist. So that was history, bro, for me. You know.
I mean, I remember being so excited. Like, I didn't know they got him on the project until they sent it to me to mix, and I'm like, yo!
He's on it.
They did that with Black Hippie, too. Like, I was like, oh, shit. Like,
And
Fiend was singing on the Fiend was singing on the hook.
shout out to Fiend, man.
So crazy. Man, it's funny, man, how no matter how much we would like to think that hip hop is so big, it is still very personal, bro, and we still connected.
Is it a thing where you know you going and you feeling a vibe, you know, because as we get older, the homies that we came up with and we fell in love with hip hop around, they all kind of venture off and they do their own things in life as we all do. But is it a thing where you kind of like rediscover or you found you know, some other individuals who are passionate and you was just a fly in the wall and you was able to be one?
No, what happened with me, bro, is my consciousness and my spirituality changed. Most of us look for God, look for our Savior, look for motivation in everything but ourselves. Instead of going outward, I started going inward. Like, bro, it's so crazy. I used to be the wildest dude. I always had to be around a bunch of people, you know, very, very aggressive. And people really don't believe this until they come to my crib. Like, dog, I climb mountains and read and all kind of like, I'm not joking when I say this, bro. Like, I'm getting to know the new me.
Yeah.
Because, like, I have a very bad anger problem. Like, I have a clinical anger problem. When people call me David Banner, it didn't come from no rap shit or no rap verse. I literally have a fucking anger problem. It's something in me. My father told me before he died, he was like, the only thing that I'm afraid for you is your fucking anger. And just like the Incredible Hulk, I was going to change my name because I seen so many similarities. Like, I don't fuck with nobody, dude.
Yeah.
I am the kindest person. Even when I was hustling, I never liked getting fronted shit. Like, on my album, this album's 100% independent. I paid for everything. 17 billboards in the Bay. I paid for every fucking one of them.
Yeah, clap for that, man.
So, I'm my own producer. Like I don't really need nothing, so you have no reason to fuck with me.
Yeah.
I don't gossip. All my friends know that. I hate motherfuckers that gossip and talk about other men. If you gonna gossip, say it in his fucking face. Don't be a coward. So, excuse me.
No, it's all good.
Bring it back down. So what ended up happening, bro, was that I just realized, man, that I woke up one day, bro, or actually I didn't wake up. I started having insomnia. Like, bro, there was a month that I only slept like 72 hours. Couldn't sleep. And bro, as soon as I started doing the shit that I felt like was right, bro, I sleep like a fucking baby now.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I went inward. It wasn't nobody.
Yeah, you built more on your foundation.
Yeah. Because think about it. Even if you get with other people, like let's say I start vibing with you and you the reason why I moved to another level consciously or for, then a boxer named Cloudy, he's from Cloudy Boy, he's from New York. He said, David Banner, when you allow someone to feed you, you also provide them with the mechanism to starve you. So if I start depending on you for anything, then you then control me.
That.
Not saying that we can't vibe off each other as long as it's reciprocal, you know what I'm saying? And we provide something for each other. But bro, I try to be the one that give.
You never boxed or played sports or anything too?
Yeah, I played sports. I played basketball, but I didn't get this big until my senior year in college. I was skinny as the fuck. Yeah. Like the wind would blow and I felt like one of them things that be in front of them stores, bro.
Yeah, the car dealership.
I'm just surprised you wouldn't fight.
Yeah,
I'm so angry that you wouldn't box.
I got into mixed martial arts.
Okay.
But that's not nothing I like to talk about. Like the motherfucker slip and hopefully.
McGregor or Mayweather?
That's not a question, bro. There's no fucking way that McGregor could be the professional person who has never been beat by people who do this for a living. Yeah, that's why I don't even understand why people have that fucking. This is something that's an oddity that hadn't happened many times.
That's all it is.
But there is no fucking way that people who fight every fucking day of their life can barely touch that man.
If you put 100 on McGregor, right, in Vegas, and just for any chance he wins, you make $700.
Yeah, bro.
You put 1,000, that's $7,000.
I mean, as a betting man, I've thrown money at a lot less.
I'm a degenerate.
Right. So I put 5 stacks.
Yo, just to be clear, I bet on the Patriots at halftime of the Super Bowl because I'm a Boston fan.
Right.
I'm from Boston.
Right.
Bro.
I was there.
I put more money on them at halftime because I was like, yo, I know what we're capable of. And my Irish blood is telling me that McGregor got a chance. We'll see. We'll see.
This is what I'll say, bro. If that's like me saying that if
you don't even gotta finish saying,
if he decided to fight him with MMA rules,
right,
he would break his fucking face. There's no possible way. Right. To me, the fact that we as consumers. If you love boxing at all,
you're gonna be glued to the TV.
Yeah, and not only will you be glued, but you shouldn't want that because if he does, if he does in any way hang with him, boxing is no credibility. It demoralizes the whole entire sport. I don't want that.
It's like what the freshmen do to hip hop. I had to go back to that.
I don't agree with that.
Are you a fan of those the freshmen?
Cap G is on my album.
I've seen that.
Cap G is fucking dope as that boy said. I couldn't. Bro.
Let's play it.
Okay, yeah.
You want to play it?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Let's play it.
It is Traffic on Mars.
I also at some point want to play the joint we did, but we'll play that after.
Okay.
Let's play the what's the name of the song?
It's Traffic on Mars.
Traffic on Mars.
He said he couldn't get a green card on St. Patrick's.
Let's go. Traffic on Mars. David Banner's in here. Phone lines open. 888-742-3345. David Banner, new album.
Godbox.
Who Wanted? Featuring Black Thought, Watch the Dog.
That's all wonderful right there. I like how you got you're on top of it with staying on. Black Thought is super authentic. Cap G is that new guy with the bars. So I don't
think Black Thought's ever been on the same project as Trinidad James ever. Ever.
Let me tell you something, brother. The thing that's most amazing for me and the reason why I'm pushing so hard, bro, is I believe this is one of the best hip hop albums ever.
Yeah.
And the thing is, sometimes when you come from the South, or you come from a place that people don't believe that's synonymous with music, bro, people never get their proper respect. And verse for verse, line for line, like literally, bro, we ran through this album, me and my whole company. We made sure every fucking line.
Yeah.
We should make sure every line. I mixed my Uzi 14 times, bro. I mastered this album 2 times. One of the things, and I know that we're not in an age that really respects this type of thing.
True.
But the thing that people are talking about, exit the lyrics and the beats, is the mixes. Like, bro, I have been looking, like literally I've been working for 20 years to try to find that balance between 808s and crystal clear music, bro. Because the 808s take up so much space. Like, bro, because when I first started sampling, my secret was I would only sample movie themes.
Yeah.
That's why my music was so big. Like Conan the Barbarian. That's the kind of stuff that I used to like to sample. And I was like, bro, I want my shit to sound like this.
Yeah.
But but still beating. You feel what I'm saying?
Of course.
And so like John Fry, who ran Outcast Studio at Stankonia,
Okay.
he helped me work on my sound. And the very first thing, and I'm gonna get this to a few producers, one of the reasons why your mixes suck so bad is because you're using 4th, 5th, 8th generation drums. And what that means is that you didn't sample a sample of a sample of a sample that was sampled by sample.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I literally went, you know, to KLC. I got a real big secret. I went to Magic Mike.
Okay.
I got an 808 from him.
Nice.
You know, KLC from Beats by the Pounds, who they did that whole Masterpiece sound. He has every rolling drum machine that was ever created.
Okay.
So he let me sit in and he let me get some drums. I went and got all first generation or second generation drum sounds. And what I realized was this, I actually learned this from Little John. After he mixed the records, I went and resampled them. So now I don't have to mix my drums ever again. And if I do a beat straight from a keyboard,
It's in there.
then it's a master sound with master drums.
Yeah.
So it's sort of hard to compete with my sound now because we crafted it to be so fucking big.
Wow.
And what people also don't know, I run a multimedia company. 4 years ago, I did all the music for Gatorade for the whole entire year. I did the second biggest Gatorade commercial in history. Mercedes-Benz, Marvel vs. Capcom. That's one of the reasons why I'm able to talk all this shit.
Yeah, of course.
Because we
you
found
good.
another way. But I got into sound design. So when you hear the music and people like, how the fuck is this music so big?
So full.
It's because I study sounds and I went and got sounds that people don't use in music. Like literally like stuff that they use in video games. And scoring and sound effects and shit like that. Because I literally want people, when we push a beat, I want people to be intimidated.
I definitely feel like, you know, the music and the way you just put it down, the ingredients and the recipe to what it took to make this project and just kind of everything else you do is a great thing. At times I kind of feel like your persona is big. It's you know, it's not it's beyond hip hop, and I can see it's the reason why you went on to sounds and also acting. What are some passions, not taking anything away from this music and this album, because I definitely want what you just said, people to kind of take it in and embrace it the way they used to open CDs and just kind of look for sounds, because it's something that's great. You can listen to an album so many times and you still hear a new ad-lib, you know. But what are some other interests in the life of David Banner?
The preservation of melanated people, innocent melanated people all over this earth.
Yeah.
Like, black people are being hunted and killed all over this earth. And, you know, we like to separate our struggles, but it's going on all over the world, and I can't figure out why. You know, and I have a voice. You know, and people for some reason listen to me. You know, it's actually something that's one of the few things. I don't fear much on this earth, but the Most High. But one thing I fear is the fact that people really listen to me, and I don't want to lead people down the wrong path. That's why if you ever notice, if something happens in society, I wait before I talk about it. Because I never want to send our people down the wrong road or make us look foolish.
Right.
So to be honest with you, that is something that I'm very, very interested in, man. Just figuring out like what happened or what was done or what's the reason why people hate my folks so much, man. You know?
Can I ask you another question in regards to that? And along the lines, what is your thought process on when you hear people of color saying, "Oh, you acting light-skinned"?
See, the thing is that we've been socialized by white supremacy so much, and it's just a part of American culture that both white or black people don't really look at it as being something negative. It's just the way that it's always been. You know, since we came over here on boats, not before that. You know, so I don't really pay much attention, and I don't keep them kind of people around me. You know, because one thing that people won't admit, most Africans, when they came to this country, were dark as the midnight, purple. So in order for you to have become light skinned, in most cases you had to be raped. So what you're telling people is that if your family hadn't been raped, then you are not good enough. And what does that say? You feel me? So like that's how I look at it, man. And I'm grateful that, you know, most people who are my age, bro, don't get the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Exit a Killer Mike or T.I. to have an opportunity to even change their lives. Most Most black folks don't allow artists to grow. They don't allow them to move to another level. If you're not doing the exact thing that you was doing 10 years ago, a lot of times they don't give you the opportunity. But think about it, bro.
Is that the mentality of our neighborhoods, projects, and stuff like that, where we kind of shoot each other before we, and I don't mean literally shoot, but we shoot each other down, and we're willing to support the business 2 miles away, but not the store across the street from us? Is that like that type of?
It's similar to that, bro. But the thing that I will say is, I see it changing because, bro, I lecture now. I have more people in my lectures than most rappers have at their concerts.
At their shows, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them are kids. And what's funny is these children don't even know my music. They know the Breakfast Club. They know the Sway. You know, they know the DJ Vlad interview where I was spitting that shit.
Yeah.
That I don't be thinking kids listening, and they really do, and they want to know why. You know, most people think that these kids are not interested, man. But if you look, because people forget that I used to be signed to Penalty. So I was signed to Neil Levine when Nori was
Shabazz the Disciple.
like, yeah. It was crazy because $500,000. Shout out to $500,000. Rest in peace. But I remember back then, bro, when I walked the streets in New York, bro, like you had everybody teaching the children. You had the Israelites. You had the nation. You had, you know, the Christians. You had everybody, bro. And then once was it Giuliani? Once Giuliani passed the laws, the street vending laws.
Yeah.
And like now you really only have a few select groups and dope dealers teaching the kids.
Yeah.
So we blame the culture when hip hop was never that way. Hip hop was always a residual effect of the streets and of the culture. But now people expect the hip hop to affect culture. It's not supposed to happen like that. When you would walk out on the streets, you would see, you know, all of the medallions, and you would see like the street ministry. These kids they fucking 18, 16, 17 years old. All they see is fucking hustling.
Right.
And all the so-called smart motherfuckers, they left the kids. So when they criticize so-called mumble rap or trap music or all that shit, it's because you didn't do what you were supposed to do. If you're not from the islands and you're black, your motherfucking ass is from the South. And what you were supposed to do, it was called the Black Exodus. You were supposed to go and get that job in the North, the West, or the East.
Right.
And you were supposed to do one or two things. You were supposed to come back and educate your people, or you supposed to came back and got us and took us to wherever the fuck you were.
But you know they were scared to come back.
Wherever. That's a fucking excuse. We're not scared to hustle. We're not scared to fucking jump off of them and ride a motherfucking ride or whatever the fuck we do.
Yeah.
That's not an excuse. You feel what I'm saying? And so for me, when we criticize this music, what ended up happening is poor people ended up creating their own culture and didn't give a fuck about these so-called smart motherfuckers who used to look down on us and talk down on us.
So you know, and the energy is great. As a high schooler, I was fucking up in school, right?
Yeah.
And they showed me a video on VHS where they sit everybody down and they say, "We're gonna watch a movie today."
Right.
And you know, they had the black woman. She dressed like a man and she brought her husband on the train to go north, and she was acting like she was his master, right? And so that's how they were coming up to the north. So I went up to it because, you know, to me Nat Turner was a superhero. And I went up to the VHS and I slammed it and I broke it. And the teacher was like, "What's wrong with you?" And I said, I don't want you to teach us how to run. I want you to teach us how to fight."
Word.
You know, and you know, and that's why I really feel you're bigger than that. But not to gloss over anything and take it back to this music.
But let me tell you something really quick before we move to the next song. Is that what I do? I don't expect accolades, bro. That's what men are supposed to do. Like, you know, that's sort of like patting a man on the back for raising his fucking child.
Yeah.
You know, we are. I tell people this all the time, and a lot of people don't understand what I mean. And this new level of consciousness, like, I have a problem with white supremacy. I don't have a problem with white racism, and I'm gonna tell you why. Every race is supposed to be racist as it pertains to their people. You are supposed. Lions take care of lions first, right?
I'm not necessarily with that.
But listen to me. You didn't let me finish. Just let me finish. Let me finish. So if you have a group of white people, they're supposed to put their people in their films first. It is not white racism. It is white supremacy I have a problem with. But the problem is that we don't take care of our people. If you kill a Russian, who coming to your house? They're not waiting on other black folks to do that. No, Russians coming to your fucking house. You kill an Asian, who coming to your house? Asians are coming to your house. But somebody kill a black kid, it's not going to happen. Look at the jungle. You can debate me about it, but when I want to see God, I look at the jungle. The animals do the same fucking thing. If you fuck with a fucking elephant, a squirrel ain't coming. Who coming? Other fucking
I just
elephants.
watched a video of elephants saving a drowning deer.
But it's also called an anomaly. You can always
It's
find
also, I
exceptions
think
to the rule.
every creature on Earth has some kind of heart when it's time to.
Yeah, but tribalism is the natural state. There is exceptions to the rule.
I think what you're trying to say is that communities need to take care of their own communities
They do.
first and foremost, and not think that someone else is.
Yeah, but they need to be policed also, though. That's the thing. That's a big problem in a lot of cities. Is that a lot of police officers are deployed into areas that they have no knowledge about whatsoever.
Exactly. It
And
used
they're
to
looking
be,
at it like an enemy from the beginning, from the first day of work.
Yeah, and it's crazy because, not to get onto this too much, but police used to be policing the neighbors that they lived in their own communities, so they weren't so quick just to fucking shoot people.
Half the cops in New York City are kids from Long Island that are not ready to deal with East New York and fucking Bushwick.
That's one of the things I said. If in every police car there was somebody from that community, that if you do something, your kids go to school with my kids, and your kids gonna feel that. That's how it used to be. You from the same fucking community.
There is a certain type of person who's sharing the content of a police officer breakdancing or scratching, because we feel like, oh, finally there's someone who understands.
I mean, the Bushwick Block Party, bro.
Right.
I had to literally tell cops, like, yo, I don't take pictures with cops. And after a while, it was like, they were like rapping lyrics and shit. I was like, all right, bro. Like, they were like, can you take a picture? I was like, yo, no disrespect, I don't fuck with cops like that. And it got to the point where I was like, all right, yo, I'll take the picture. And dudes were telling me how they grew up listening to my mixtapes and shit. Right. And the division is in the system of the mentality that I don't know. Man, let's play a fucking song.
Play a song.
David Banner got a dope new project. Get it, man. Woo! Girl, I'm trying to get it. That's my shit.
Right here.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for
I didn't know you were here filling in for Sears. Sears on vacation and fucking 30 blocks away.
Yeah, man.
Not on a treadmill.
Oh, can I say something real quick, man?
Man, great.
Rest in peace to Killer Mike's mom, man. She just passed
I didn't
away.
I don't know if it was public knowledge. I said something earlier, but I was like, love to Killer Mike.
Yeah, man. I saw it online, so that's how I find out.
That's my brother, man. I love Killer Mike.
Killer Mike is one of the most genuine people I've ever met in my whole life.
Shout out to I hit LP today on the. You know when you finish an album and you're like, yo, bro, I need the verse. I hit him today and he's like, yo, Mike's mom died. And I was like, it made me feel like such a piece of shit. I didn't know, but shout out to LP. Killer Mike, man.
Yeah, send your love.
It's been a rough week, man. Like, shout out to my brother, the Alchemist. Like, Prodigy just passed, and his pops also just passed. He's dealing with a lot. There's just a lot. We're just losing amazing people, and it's gonna continue because it's life, and we know so many people. We're in an internet age where so many human beings are known that people are gonna pass away, man. Like,
we're gonna get into that.
2 minutes from now, we're starting the Prodigy tribute. I'm going to put my heart into this mix for the next 2 hours.
I appreciate it.
I just don't want to overlook that you said Magic Mike. That was really dope.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I want to tell y'all something real quick before I leave. I said it earlier. Actually, Prodigy's death had a different effect on me. It actually made me, because I've been going through some shit the last week or so, and it made me say, fuck everything. Life, the fact that we can breathe is enough. The fact that we can get up, like, he can't change anything anymore. He can't make no more music. He can't take another step. So I took that as saying, man, so many people are dying early. We don't know when our time is up. So let's do some shit on this earth. Let's make some fucking music, man. If we can fight the good fight, man, let's wake up every day and fight that motherfucker and then go have some fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start having fun. I never had no fun. I'm gonna have some fun. Now they be like, damn, I thought Dave Banner was conscious. Why did he get drunk and jump off that building? Because I'm fucking living.
Yeah. You gotta have a history and a foundation, yeah.
Yes, I do, man.
Hey, before you was David Banner, you ever had another type of MC name or street name or hood or?
I did, man. It was super corny though.
Say it. Give it up.
All right, my real name is Lavelle. So like my my rap name was MC Vale. Vicious everlasting lyrics. And I've never told nobody that before, man. And I'm telling y'all, if you say it in the streets, I'm gonna punch you in the fucking face. And I'm just telling you, y'all gonna make me revert back to the old like a pimp, David.
Yo, before we start this mix, David, man, it's an honor to have you up here.
Yes, it is.
I gotta play this, man. The Strong Arm Steady, David Banner, Stack Selector.
Oh wow,
feed.
man.
Let's connect, man. I appreciate you, bro.
All right, man, blessings.
What up, y'all? DJ Static Select, the show off. Shout out my man Donald Cole. He's been holding down the show for the last couple of years, doing that video work. Pay attention.
So I just want to let you guys know, there's a dude, Ronald, Donald, something like that. The guy's legit. The guy is always persistent, and he's always there.
Let me tell you one thing. Good dude, good head on his shoulders, very reliable, easy to work with.
Some people see these videos that go on the internet. Some go viral with rappers talking. This dude's there with a steady hand.
He's one hell of a videographer, and he's a really good photographer.
Tell him you need him in your life to make the sunshine. Why not?